Mazda gives Europeans a price shocker with new electric sedan. The Mazda 6e is arriving at European dealerships this summer, but its pricing is drawing attention for all the wrong reasons. Mazda 6e lands in Europe with 2 battery options and premium trim levels. European prices for the 6e are over twice as high as China's identical EZ-6 sedan. 6e skips the range extender variant available in China, focusing on full EV power. 6 months after making its first appearance in Europe, Mazda's new 6e sedan has landed in local showrooms. Known for turning out some of the most stylish vehicles in the mainstream market, Mazda may have raised the bar again with this one. The 6e is arguably the brand's most visually striking sedan yet, even if it isn't entirely homegrown. Beneath the sheet metal, it shares its underpinnings with a Chinese market vehicle. We've previously taken a close look at the EZ-6, the Chinese counterpart to the 6e, highlighting its affordability in its home market. There, the fully electric version starts at 159,800 yuan and tops out at 181,800 yuan, which converts to roughly 20,700 euros to 23,600 euros or $22,500 to $25,500, depending on the trim level. That makes it a serious bargain compared to what European buyers are asked to pay. In Europe, the 6e is sold exclusively as a fully electric sedan, since the range extender variant offered in China won't be available here, at least for now. In Germany, pricing begins at 44,900 euros, $49,000, for the Takumi trim. Stepping up to the Takumi Plus adds features like a panoramic roof, wood interior accents, and partial Napa leather upholstery, bringing the price to 46,900 euros, $51,200. Even accounting for spec differences and local taxes, that's well over double the starting price of the Chinese version. 2.17 times higher, to be exact. The stark contrast underlines just how aggressively priced the EZ-6 is in China, and how much more European buyers are expected to spend on what is essentially the same car. For comparison, Tesla's Model 3 ranges from 39,990 euros, around $43,600, for the RWD version to 49,990 euros, $54,500, for the long-range AWD, and tops out at 58,490 euros, $63,800, for the performance model in Germany. Meanwhile, BMW's i4 eDrive 40 Gran Coupe starts at 60,600 euros, approximately $66,100. Now reaching dealerships across the region, the Mazda 6e is available in 2 forms. The standard pure EV features a 68.8 kilowatt-hour battery, offering a driving range of up to 279 miles, 479 kilometers. Power comes from a single rear-mounted electric motor delivering 255 horsepower, 190 kilowatts, and 236 lb-ft, 320 Nm, of torque. While its range won't set any new benchmarks, it should be more than adequate for typical daily driving unless regular long-distance travel is involved. Those who do can opt for with an 80 kilowatt-hour battery, which boosts range to 343 miles, 552 kilometers. Typically, EVs with larger battery packs pair them with more powerful motors, but that's not the case here. In fact, the long-range model makes slightly less power, with a single rear motor producing 242 horsepower, 180 kilowatts, and the same 236 lb-ft, 320 Nm, of torque. Both versions manage a 0 to 62 miles per hour, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time under 8 seconds and reach a top speed of 109 miles per hour, 175 kilometers per hour. To EV owners, of course, charging speed is of more importance than outright performance. The 68.8 kilowatt-hour version supports peak DC charging speeds of 200 kilowatts, meaning it can get from 10 to 80% in just 22 minutes. Curiously, the long-range version charges considerably slower as it is capped at a 95 kilowatts peak. That means a 10 to 80% charge will take roughly 45 minutes, or double the cheaper model. It's worth noting that Europe won't be getting China's range extender EZ-6 variant, which features a 1.5-liter setup producing 215 horsepower, 218 PS/160 kilowatts, to feed the battery. Mazda gives Europeans a price shocker with new electric sedan. Tech specs aside, it's not just the exterior of the 6e that looks good. Mazda has also done a fine job with its interior. Yes, it will be a little too minimalist for some, but the steering wheel looks great, the floating center console has a premium aesthetic, and the infotainment screen is massive. There's also a digital instrument cluster, a wireless smartphone charger, ambient lighting, and a mixture of leather and soft touch Alcantara for the upholstery. Now, many EVs currently on sale may offer more in certain areas than the 6e, but, let's face it, apart from logic, in many cases emotion plays a big role in choosing your next ride. If the Mazda's sexy design can't convince a sufficient number of buyers, who never leave the tarmac, to get it instead of an SUV, then that body style may indeed be consigned to history books after all.